بسم الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Inshallah, we'll continue solving the algebra in the scale of linear equation to variables. Let's continue. Here it's telling you that line K is defined by this equation and line G is perpendicular to line K and is asking about the slope of line G. So if they are perpendicular to each other and you have one slope, the other slope will be the negative reciprocal. So if this slope is negative 17 over 3, slope of the other line will be 3 over 17, the negative reciprocal. So the answer is 3 over 17. The table gives the coordinates of 2 points on a line in the xy plane. The y-intercept of the line is, it have given you the y-intercept. What is the value of p? So to give you the y-intercept, the value of y when x is equal to 0. So the value of, if this is the y-intercept, so that means k minus 5 is equal to 0. So if we solve it in the table, b5 13, 5 plus 7 is 12, is negative 15, and it wants the y-intercept. Now we will get the y-intercept through the 2 points that we have. First we have to get the slope. Let's get the slope. Be negative 15 minus 13 over 12 minus 5. Be minus 28 over 7, which is minus 4. So slope is minus 4x plus b, the y-intercept. Now we have to substitute one of the points and get the y-intercept. Minus 4 times 5 plus b minus 20. Shift it to the other side. 20 plus 13 is 33. So b is 33. The graph of the equation is a line in the xy plane where a and k are constants. If the line contains the point this and this, what's the value of k? Okay, minus 2. So we know that the line contains these 2 points. Let's substitute them. Minus 2a minus 6k equals 6, and minus 3y minus 3k, I mean, equal to 6 also. So now we know that k minus 3k, k equals 6 over 3, so k is equal to negative 2. So k is equal to negative 2, so the answer is A. Line, line L is defined by this. Line N is perpendicular to line L. This is the same question as the question we solved earlier. All you have to do is rearrange the equation and then find the slope. Okay, let's rearrange the equation. Divide by 3. So this is the slope. Let's now take the reciprocal. And the reciprocal, it will be 1 over 4. Answer is 1 over 4. For line H, the table shows 3 values of x and their corresponding values of y. Line K is the result of translating line H down 5 units in the xy plane. What's the x-intercept of line K? So line K is translating down H 5 units. What's the x-intercept of line K? Nice question. So to get the x-intercept. So it will be translated down 5 units. So the x will be the same, but the y will be shifted down 5 units. So it will be 125, 155, 173 with the same key, with the same x, right? Okay. So once the x-intercepts, now we have to get the line, the equation for line k, and then substitute one of the points to get the x-intercept. Let's do this. Let's get the slope first. Let's get the slope 155 minus 125 over 23 minus 18. It will be 30 over 5, which is 6. So the slope is 6x. Plus now we need the y-intercept. Let's get the y-intercept by substituting one of the points. Let's substitute. For example, let's substitute 125, the first point. Plus b. Now shift this to the other side. 6 times 20 is 120. So 6 times it will be 112. H plus 5 is 13. So b is equal to 13. Okay. So now we have the line. All you have to do is now substitute and get the substitute y with 0 and get the x to get the y-intercept. So x equal negative 13 over 6. I did something wrong. Wait. 13 is 13 over 6. Did something wrong. B is 17, not 13. Did something wrong in the calculations? Let's do the calculations again. B 125 and 18 equals 6 times 18, which is 112. Now 6 times, let me calculate what 6 times 18. 108, sorry, not 112. 108. Okay, so B will be 17. It will be negative 17 over 6. So the answer is D. Let's continue. A certain apprentice has enrolled in 85 hours of training courses. The equation represents the situation where X is the number on-site training courses and Y is the number on online training courses. The apprentice has enrolled in how many more hours does each? How many more hours does each online training course take than each on-site training course? Easy question. It's asking about the number of hours each online training courses take. It's very simple. Here it takes 10 hours for the online training courses. Sorry, here it takes 10 hours for the site training, and here it takes for the online. So the online, so it takes 5 hours more. That's the basic question. All you have to do is understand it. A store sells two different sized containers of a certain Greek yogurt. The store's sales of this Greek yogurt totaled $1,277 last month. This equation represents this situation where X is the number of smaller containers and Y is the number of larger containers. According to the equation, which of the following represents the price in dollars of each smaller container? All you have to do is understand. So X is the number of smaller containers times the cost, which is 5.48 for each one. And it is asking about each smaller container. So the answer is A. If it was asking about the total number, the, the total cost, it would be 5.48 times X. But here it is asking about each one. So it's A. 9K is defined by this equation. 9. Okay, this is the same question. You have to memorize this question. You have to solve it. It will be -1 over 3. Negative reciprocal. Again, you have to rearrange 3 for y equals -8x plus 6 y equals -2x plus 6. So the answer is 1 over 2. Again, dy equals 9x plus -9x plus 9 over 2. The answer is 1 over 9. Okay, the graph in the xy plane models the possible combinations of length x in meters and uh, and width y in meters for a rectangle with a perimeter of 36 meet. Which statement is best interpretation of the point 8 and 10 in this context? So x is the length and y is the width. So if the length is 8, the width is 10. Yes. If the length is 8, the width is 10. So the answer is C. A mixture consisting of only vitamin D and calcium has a total mass of 150 grams. The mass of vitamin D is in the mixture is 50 grams. What's the mass in grams of calcium in the mixture? It should be 100 because easy question. I don't think it needs explanation. Again, this question again. Oh, but this time it's parallel. We have to focus. When we have two parallel lines, they would have the same slope. So the other slope is also 17 over 7. Let me review with you this thing. When you have perpendicular lines, the line let's say K and J. Okay. If K is 6, for example, J would be with 1 over 6. But if they are parallel and K and J, if K is 6, J would be 6 also. If they are on each other, they would have the same slope. If k is 6, j is 6 also. So line j would have the same as line k, which is 17 over 7. So the answer is B. Which table gives three values of x and the corresponding values of y for the given equation? In order to solve this question, you can try and error. Let's see. First one, x is 0, y is 4, correct. X is 1, y is 5, correct. X is 2, y is 6, correct. So the answer is A. You don't need to see the rest. See the answer. Isabel ordered topsoil and crushed stone, which cost a total of, okay. Can equation represent the relationship between the number of cubic yard of topsoil, x, and the number of tons crushed stone? Isabel ordered how much more dollars did a ton of crushed stone cost Isabel than a cubic yard? All you have to do is subtract this from this, so the answer will be 0.5, 0.25. To calculate something like this, subtract 24.75 from 24.5, or 24.5 from 24.75, it would give you 0.25, which is the answer. A chemist studying the impact of salt on a process mixes X kilograms of low salt mixtures, which is 2% salt by weight, and Y kilogram of high salt mixture, which is 96% salt by weight, to create 24 kilograms of a mixture that is 4 salt by weight. Which equation represents this situation? So, easy question, let's solve it. X is 2%, so it will be 0.02 times x. With y, which is 96%, it will be 0.96 times y, with equals 24, to create 24 times how much? 4%. So the answer is B. A shipping company charged a customer $25 to ship some small boxes and some large boxes. The equation above represents the relationship between A, the number of small boxes, and B, the number of larger boxes the customer had shipped. If a customer had 3 small boxes shipped, how many large boxes were shipped? All you have to do is substitute. You have 3, you put 3 in A, substitute 3 in A in the smaller boxes. It will be 9 plus 3 times 3 is 9 plus 4B equals 25. Shift this to the other side. It will be 16 equals 4B. So B is equal to 4. What is the equation of the line that passes through the point 0.5 and is parallel to the graph y equals 7x plus 4? So it's we know that it's parallel, so it should have the same slope. And this is the y-intercept, because x is 0, y is 5. So it should be 7x plus 5. Answer is B. Equation above relates the number of minutes x Maria spends running each day and the number of minutes y she spends biking each day in the equation. What does the number 75 represent? It should represent the total number of minutes, or the total number of minutes. Easy question. Number spent running, biking, running and biking. Yes, running and biking. So the answer is C. A certain township consists of a 5-hectare industrial park and a 24-hectare neighborhood. The total number of trees in the township is 4,000. Okay, and here the equation that represents. Which of the thing is the best interpretation for x in this context? X is for the it's for the 5-hectare industrial park. So it's the number of trees in the 5-hectare industrial park for each one. Not here, it's asking about the x. Okay, so x is for the 5 hectare. Not the total. The total is 5x. Should be per hectare in the industrial park. It should be A. Yes. The average number of trees per hectare in the industrial park. Hmm. So if it is one, we will have 5 trees. If it is two, we will have 2 trees. It's like one tree for every hectare. The equation 7g plus 7b 840 equals 800 represents the number of blue tiles and b the number of green tiles. An artist needs for an 840 square inch tile project. The artist needs 71 blue tiles for the project. How many green tiles does he need? All you have to do is substitute 71 in the blue tiles, which is G, which is B, I mean. Let's substitute and solve. 7G plus 7 times 71 equals 140. 7 times 71. 7 times 71 equal to 497. So 7G equal to 497 equals to 840. Shift this to the other side and divide by 7. Be 49. The answer is 49, which is 49. A chemist combines water and acetic acid to make a mixture of volume of 56 millimeters. The volume of acetic acid in the mixture is 10 millimeters. What's the volume of water in millimeters in the mixture? What's the volume of water in millimeter in the mixture? To make a mixture of volume of 56 millimeters. The volume of acetic acid in the mixture is 10 millimeters. What's the volume of water in millimeters in the mixture? Oh, so it combines water and acidic to make a mixture volume of. Okay. Oh, this is a question, but I'm not focused. X plus 10. X is for the water plus the acetic acid equals 56. Just shift the 10, it will be 46. So the answer should be 46. Let's the line T in the XY plane has a slope. The slope and pass through this point. Which equation defines line T? Let's get the y-intercept and see the equation. Negative uh, m, negative x over 3 plus 1 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 over plus b. Now substitute the point to get b. Then equals negative 9 over 3 plus b. Would be negative 3. Then equals negative 3 plus b. Shift negative 3 to the other side. 13 is equal to b. The answer should be D. 90 pass through the point which equation. Okay, now we have to get the the slope, and it gives us the y-intercept. So just get the slope. This minus this, this minus this. So 17 minus 9 is 8, right? 8 over 1. So y equal 8x plus 9. This is the y-intercept. So the answer is D. A machine makes large boxes or small boxes one at a time for a total of 700 minutes each day. It takes the machine 10 minutes to make a large box or 5 minutes to make a small box. Which equation represents the possible? So 5 minutes for the small box, 5x plus 10 minutes for the large box equals 700. So the answer is A. I mean B. 10 for the large box. Wait 1 second. Takes 10 minutes for the large box x. Oh, 10 for x. Sorry. Plus 5 for y. So the answer is B. Line R in the xy plane has a slope of 4 and passes through the point 0.06, which could, it gives us everything. All we have to do is plot 4x is the y-intercept plus 6. The answer is 4x plus 6. Answer is B. D, I mean. 4x plus 6. A total of 364, okay, rows of equal length were used to construct two types of polygons, triangles and rectangles. The triangle and rectangles were constructed so that no two polygons had a common side. The equation 3x plus 4y represents this situation, where x is the number of triangles constructed and y is the number of rectangles constructed. What's the best interpretation of x, y in this context? X equal 24 and y equals 73. X is the number of triangles, so X is 24 triangles and 73 rectangles. Yes, 24 triangles were constructed, correct. And then 73 rectangles. Easy question, the answer is A. If the graph is shifted down 5 units in the xy plane, what's the intercept of the resulting graph? In order for something to be shifted down, you go into the y and add 5 units like this, and equals 2970. So if you want to shift it down, you add. If you want to shift up, you subtract. Okay? And then solve and get the intercept. If you multiply 33 by y and 33 by 5, it will be 33y plus 5 times 33, be 165, and shift 165 to the other side. 165 to the other side will give you 132. So the new one intercept should be, wait 1 second, and let's continue solving. shift shift 27x to the other side. Yes. Then divide by 33. Divide by 33, you get 4. So the new y-intercept should be 4. Answer is A. The equation equals this. Models the relationship between the number of different pieces of music a certain pianist practices while during an X minutes practice session. How many pieces did the pianist practice if the session lasted 30 minutes? All you have to do is substitute. Substitute 30 in the X minutes. So y equals 0.1 times 33. So be 33 over 10, which is equal to 3.3. See, so the session lasted. So he did practice 3.3, which is approximately 3. Answer is B. 9k intersects the y-axis at point this and passes through the point this. If the point lies on 9k, what's the value of W? All you have to do is get to the equation and substitute. It give you the y-intercept, you have to get the slope. Let's get the slope. This minus this minus this. So 2 minus 6 and 2 minus over 2 minus 0 be 8 over 2, which is 4. So 4x plus or minus 6, the y-intercept. Now substitute 20 and get W. W equals 4 times 20 minus 6 will be 80 minus 6. 80 minus 6 is 74. So the answer is 74. Which of the following is an equation of the graph shown in the xy plane? To get an equation of a line, you have to take 2 points and get the slope and the y-intercept. Already you can find the y-intercept already from the graph here, which is minus 1. Y-intercept is the value of y when x is equal to 0. So it is in the y-axis. So it is minus 1. And let's take 2 points and find the slope. Let's take this point and this point, for example. This is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So it is minus 4 and 0 and 0 and minus 1. Now let's find the slope. B minus 1 over minus, oh, sorry, will be minus 1 minus 0 over 0 minus minus 4. So it will be equal to minus 1 over 4. So the slope is minus 1 over 4. And we have the y-intercept, which is minus 1. So this should be the equation. Minus 1 over 4x minus 1. Let's solve the last question, inshallah. Which table gives 3 values of x and their corresponding? The same question we solved earlier. Just substitute and find. Let's do it. The value of x is 1. Y is equal to 113 plus 20. Let's check this. 3 plus 5 plus 3. Oh, over 4y equals 7. Shift this to the other side. Be 7 minus 3 over 5. Okay, times 3 over 4. 7 minus 3 over 4 will be 25 over 5 over 4. 25 over 4. Then time, so 3 over 4 y equals this times 4 divided by 3 times 4 over 3. It will be 25 over 3.